Deron, we were in a similar setting a year and a half ago, 18 months ago, in New Jersey, when you had just gotten traded. You'd been through the whirlwind of that deal. You were coming off a red-eye flight, very similar to what you're doing right now, I believe, coming from Vegas. At that point in time, could you have even imagined what the last year and a half of your life would have been like to get to this moment?
Not really, and it was similar, but it's a lot different feeling this time, a lot better feeling this time. That trade kind of came out of nowhere, and caught me by surprise, and then I was flying all over the country, leaving my pregnant wife, so it was just a different feeling. This one is my choice. I chose to sign. It's my choice to be here today, and so I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about the opportunity to continue to be a part of the Nets, the Brooklyn Nets. I'm excited for that move. I'm excited for the new arena, just all the possibilities that we have. We have pretty much a brand new team out here. There's only 3 guys on this team from last year that I played with as of right now. So, I'm excited. I think we're going to have a strong team. I'm excited about playing for Coach again. And just the way this organization pursued people in free agency and was very active, helped make my decision easier.
So, Deron, when you look at this from a player's perspective, right, you're looking at this team and you're saying, compared to last year, not a knock on any of the personnel from last year, but it has to be going through your mind. We got a center, we got Joe Johnson, we got Wallace. I'm not so bad a player myself. It's got to be exciting for you to start thinking about how good this team can be.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like you said, there's no knock on the teammates last year. We had, great guys in the locker room. We just didn't have the most talented team, and a lot of it was because of injuries. We suffered a lot of injuries, and a lot of guys that, were forced to play different roles, forced to play more roles than they should have played, and that puts us at a disadvantage. So, looking at the roster this year, I've never played with a player like Joe on the wing. The things that he can do on the court, I've never had a chance to play with anybody like that. We had Gerald for, less than a month last year. Brooke was hurt all last year. Mirza Teletovic is a player that I've actually watched a lot of film on, and I'm excited about him. I think he could be a great player for us. We still have Marshawn, and then like you heard Billy say, we're gonna make some moves and still looking to fill up the rest of the roster spots.
Deron, throughout this whole process, you said that, I don't know, I have not made my decision yet. There's all this speculation. Everybody else had an opinion, and only one man's opinion and your family's opinion was that mattered most. How late in this process did you really finally make that final decision? We've heard that the Joe Johnson deal certainly played a role. Were you toss-up? Were you 50-50 right until the final moment?
I actually was pretty close to going to Dallas. I think before my meeting with Dallas, I was kind of leading towards going there. At the time, Billy really hadn't made any definite moves yet. I think he was more waiting for me, and that, while I want to be, I want to be the piece that everybody fits around. I didn't want to be that piece and then nobody come. So, once Gerald got re-signed, once I saw, the trade for Joe, I think that kind of, put me over the hump, because I knew we were going to have a chance to get Brooke back, Hump back as well. So, and when I saw we kept Marshawn in the deal, that was great for us, because he's a great young piece and played well for us last year, and I think he'll have a chance to learn from Joe, which is great for him.
From a basketball perspective, you mentioned a couple of moments ago, you're kind of in the peak of your career, or going and looking forward to a couple of good years coming at you. Are you going to approach this next season and a couple of seasons with this talent and having Joe Johnson any different? And don't take this the wrong way, not to take a play or two off, but be able to pace yourself differently now that you have talent around you like this?
Well, that's what I'm most excited about, is I can go back to being a point guard. Right. The role I played last year was not a role I'm comfortable with. Going and what's up? Going and shooting 20 times a game for us to have a chance to win is not really my game. My game is really, I get confidence, I get going by getting other people involved early. And then, of course, I can take over if I have to, and when the team's struggling, then I try to step up my scoring. But, I'm just excited for the fact that I don't have to do everything on the court. Right. Joe, like I said, Joe can take pressure off me. We can throw the ball to Gerald and let him go to work. Brooke is going to get a lot of touches. So, I can go back to just finding people, kind of similar to what I'm doing right now with Team USA. I'm not looking to score a lot with them. I'm just looking to get everybody involved. And, that's more my game.
Yeah, because when you look at those couple of guys, yourself included, you have Wallace, Joe Johnson. I mean, there's flexibility in positioning there. We've We've seen you go to the 2 guard if need be. Joe can kind of move around a little bit, and so can Wallace.
Yeah, definitely. There's a lot. That's what I like about this team is we're very versatile. Like you said, you know, a lot of guys can play a lot of positions. You know, I think Gerald can guard 1 through 4. We've seen him do that. I think Joe can guard 1 through 4. You know, when he was in Atlanta, a lot of times he was on me. You know, and so I know he can guard because it's tough to score over him. So, you know, I'm excited about that part of our team, how versatile we are. I'm sure we'll go. You know, you see the things are kind of switching to the smaller lineups now. Yeah. And so I think you'll see Gerald at 4 a lot, you know, along with me, maybe Marshawn, Joe. So, you know, there's a lot of different lineups, a lot of different possibilities we could throw out there.
I think the viewers are under the impression that this is a 3-man booth. It's really a 4-man booth with DJ right there.
DJ's on the mic.
What's the scouting report on DJ? Because I don't think he wants your job. I think he wants my job, is the sense I get.
As long as it's not mine.
What's funny is he's adopted. And he's actually was adopted in Brooklyn, so
really,
yeah, it's kind of ironic, but yeah, that's my little man.
All right, tell us a little bit about what the schedule is for you when you take off again, when you get back with your teammates with the Olympics, and then everything that's going to happen after the Olympics and getting together with your new guys here with the Nets.
Yeah, I'm out of here today. I got to go to D.C.
That's
it. Team flew to D.C. This morning, so I'm going to meet them there. I got to look at a couple places before I leave here, try to find somewhere to live, you know, because once I get back, it's kind of going to, you know, creep up on us.
Real life. So. It's funny how that works.
Yeah. So that's it. You know, I'm excited about these Olympics. I'm excited about, you know, having a chance to compete with these guys and under Coach K and have a chance for another gold medal. And then, like I said, I want to get the guys in a little earlier this year, you know, maybe around September 15th. I think we're supposed to start October 2nd. So, you know, we have a couple weeks together of just working out and getting, you know, making sure everybody's in shape and ready to go.
Deron, good luck with everything. Congrats.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Deron Williams.